Let me get an audio check.
Beep, beep, beep. Hello.
Precision planting.
Precision planting.
Hello everybody, I am smack dab in the middle of our cotton field. It looks incredible. This is actually the last field of cotton that we planted it. Keefe's been doing a great job spraying it. We've been spraying a lot of picks, trying to slow it down a little bit. Of course, herbicide sprays, insecticide, and every spray that he sprayed this year, we've used the Relaim system on our sprayer from Precision Planting. So when Keefe pressed that spray button, everything is where it needs to be. The first time I heard about the Precision Planting Relaim system was at the winter conference of 2021 there in the big town of Dothan, Alabama, where I was actually born way back in 1985. But that's beside the point. But anyways, Keefe and I, we're gonna sit down and he's gonna dive a little bit deeper into the Precision Planting Relaim system and also the Seed Sense 2020 that we use for planting cotton and for peanuts this year. So why don't we head that way and hear a little bit more from Keefe and myself on these incredible precision planting products. Check, check. What's your name?
Billy Bob.
How do I look?
Handsome.
Thanks. All right, everybody, and welcome to me and Keefe's review of our Precision Planting Relaim system that we got on Keefe sprayer. And also we're gonna touch on the Seed Sense 2020, which we got it hooked up with the peanut planter this year. Last year we got it with the cotton planter. So Keefe, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Getting ready to pick some peanuts.
Getting close. We actually will be picking peanuts tomorrow. Not sure when this video is going to come out, but by the time it's out, we're already picking peanuts. So Keefe, you've had ample amount of time to get used to the Precision Planting Relaim system. What do you think?
Turnkey. Man, that thing's awesome.
Yep.
They installed it. That thing's worked flawlessly since they put it in. Saves a lot of time, saves a lot of chemicals on the ground.
So you like it?
I love it.
For the viewers that have no idea what a Precision Relaim system is, tell them. What is the Precision Planting Relaim system?
Well, basically, if you clean your sprayer out and you put it under the barn, you got a clean tank, maybe a little fresh, clean water in it. Well, that boom is also full of fresh, clean water. So what happens, you mix your tank up full of chemicals and you get to the field, your boom is still full of water. So you either have to just hit it and let it streak or whatever it's going to do, or you have to turn it on and wait till your chemicals purge all the way to the end of your boom. And if you got a 120-foot boom, that's a lot of chemicals.
Oh yeah.
A lot of wasted water because, you know, first of all, it's going to start spraying chemicals in the middle. And then you got to let that spray in the middle till it works all the way out to the end. With that Relaim system, man, you just pull up there, hit the button, let it run for about 15-20 seconds while you're setting your GPS or whatever. And when you hit that button and start spraying at the end of the road, it's just like you were in the middle of the field. Primed up, ready to rock. And
we've done some videos in the past. We'll put those videos in the link in the description. And make sure you check those out. We had the great guys and girl from Vantage Southeast came and got everything hooked up for us. And so we did a video on that, and then we also did a video on Keefe explaining the ins and outs, everything about the Relaim system.
I tell you though, probably one of the biggest things I've noticed about it is, you know how we've always had a couple of fields where I start spraying in the same spot every time, and the weeds are always like real thick right there, and then they get thinner and thinner and thinner. I hadn't seen that this year.
Right. You think that's because now, once you press the spray button, chemicals, everything, it's the perfect mix of water, chemicals, ready to roll.
Yep, it's got to be.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing I've noticed.
I figured you'd clean the sprayer up a little bit. It's kind of dirty.
I mean, you got to give me time to clean the sprayer up. I'm surprised you let me take time to fix the lights on my picker.
Real life, real life. All right, what else? What else do you want to talk about? You want to talk about anything else?
Well, we can talk about the Precision Planting.
That's a great segue. Yep, this year we got the Precision Planting Seed Sense 2020, right? Seed Sense 2020.
That's right.
2020 Seed Sense.
Yep.
On the peanut planter, which was a huge improvement, because in years past we always had what's called the old cricket boxes, the old John Deere square boxes, computer track, what, 150s I think they're called?
CompuTrack, yeah.
Something like that. And half of them never really worked. If you had a hopper, the light would come on and it would beep, but we would always have the issue, we'd have false alarms. You know, lights would go off, to eventually we just duct taped the buzzer and just kind of went with it. So this year was awesome having the Seed Sense 2020 on the peanut planter, because we could see each individual hopper. Obviously, to me, the biggest benefit is knowing when that hopper stops up, because it seems like we have a bit of an older planter. It's over 20 years old, so you're bound to have, you know, a hopper stop up with you every now and then. This year I had quite a bit, so it's nice having that peace of mind of knowing, okay, everything's planting, I'm good to go. And if crap hits the fan, it lets you know pretty quick.
So is that the biggest major improvement you saw with the peanuts? So Jim plants the peanuts.
Yep.
And we both plant cotton, depending on what we got going on.
Right.
What's the biggest advantage you saw?
I will say that's probably my favorite, is just peace of mind, but also showing each individual hopper your population. We've never had that before. Took a little while for us to get the numbers and everything talking to each other, because we're planting twin rows. But once we got that, it was nice knowing that, hey, you know, these hoppers are planting this. And actually, toward the end of the year, we had the fan motor, or not the motor, the blade on that front fan. Remember, it was wore out.
Exactly.
So the front hopper was always planting less, and we could tell that as far as the seed population on that first 6 hoppers, where before you wouldn't have caught it.
Yeah, our vacuum, he was only monitoring vacuum on one set of the planters, and the one with the burn up or wore out fan wasn't pulling as much vacuum, so that set of planters wasn't planting even with the back.
That's right.
And you were able to see that on the
screen. Yep.
And once we've changed the fan, did that fix your problem?
It did. Yep. Brought it back up where it was going to be. And also the vacuum pressure. It's nice seeing your vacuum pressure on the screen. Whereas before, I'd always have to turn back, and it's so dusty planting peanuts. You can barely see your vacuum pressure. Like, oh, what is that, on 5 or 6? I can't really tell. So.
Well, what I like about it too, I noticed with the cotton planter, with that vacuum pressure being on the screen like that, you can adjust. It's so finite. I mean, you can, to the 10th of a, you know, I mean, it's really accurate, and you can actually, as you adjust that vacuum pressure, you can actually watch your population change. You know, and you can dial it in till it's perfect.
Right where you want it to be. Do you want anything to drink?
I got some.
Are you sure? Okay, because got a precision planting mug here.
I can pour you some of this, and you.
Well, I cleaned it out, but let's go ahead. Just give me just a little bit.
You ain't gonna drink all
Just give me a grunt.
God almighty.
Most talk shows, we're both drinking.
He's got dirt in his cup.
All right, back to the reclaim system. So we mentioned Vantage Southeast came out, got everything hooked up. Is there anything that you would change on the reclaim system? You mentioned it's very simple. You've got one button in the cab. We would have brought it out here, but it would have been kind of aggravating to get that out for this. So, yeah, you've mentioned it's super easy to use, straightforward. Is there anything that you would change?
Really?
Yes, now's the time. Now's the time.
Well, the only thing I did notice, you know, cleaning your sprayer out, you know, you've got to rinse out your tank. You got to clean out your boom. Otherwise, it'll just cake up and turn hard as a rock in that boom, and all your nozzles and screens will be stopped up and everything.
Because a lot of, like the cotton, we've got Fidgetin and we've got Delta Pine. We can spray Extendamax on one, we can't spray Extendamax on the other. So it's really important that we get that tank cleaned out, because if not, we're really going to hurt some cotton if we don't get the tank cleaned out.
Oh yeah, one teaspoon of Extendamax will contaminate a 600-gallon tank.
Yep.
Probably even a 1,000-gallon tank.
Yep. So it's very important to get the tank clean. So go ahead.
But anyway, I noticed first time I cleaned out the sprayer, well now not only do you have to rinse the boom out, you've got a reclaim system with all those hoses that are full of chemicals that's got to be washed out. So your cleanup time is going to be longer. It's going to take you longer to clean your sprayer out.
Right.
And but we've got a solution for that, which I mentioned it to Travis a couple weeks back. Right now, when you put that thing in reclaim, it dumps everything from the boom back into your tank. Well, the problem is, you wash your tank out, you turn your reclaim on to rinse that out, well, it throws all that right back in your tank. So then you got to drain your tank again. What I'm going to do is put a bypass valve on it. So when we go to clean out the sprayer, you'll have another 2-inch line that goes down to below spray. You rinse your tank out, fresh water, put your fresh water in, and you'll take fresh water out of the rinse tank, open that valve, turn your reclaim system on, and they'll just rinse everything out right to the ground. It won't go back in the tank. Cut your cleanup time from an hour and a half down to about 10 minutes.
Yep.
Because you can just put a continuous flow of fresh water through it till it's good to go, and that's it.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think we pretty much covered it. Again, check the link in the description. That'll show the 2 previous videos. I think I can do that. Maybe I can put a link here for those videos. So we did the install video, and then we did a complete review of Keefe talking about the system. And yeah, I guess that's going to wrap up this conversation. Should we mention anything else?
Not that I can think of, but it's definitely worth it.
Yep.
Yeah. The bigger your sprayer, the more benefit you're
going to get. And especially for a massive farm. I mean, we're on a medium-sized farm. We farm total of around 1,500 acres max. Actually, a little less than that. But yeah, if you're one of those farmers that's spraying thousands and thousands of acres, this could be a huge benefit.
A lot of times those guys will have a dedicated sprayer for or that.
Yeah.
Where I say the most benefit is going to be your small farmers, medium-sized farms, where you might be spraying peanuts one day, or cotton the next day with the same sprayer.
That's right.
Or like us this year, you have some cotton that's Liberty cotton, some cotton that's Extendamax cotton.
That's right. And also, you can put the reclaim system and the Seed Sense 2020 on older equipment. Everything we've got out here is at least 10 years old or more, so you can retrofit your sprayer with the new latest and greatest technology.
Cut.
Okay?
Hit it.
All right.
Hit it.
You good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
That Pepsi's hitting hard.
What you got in that Pepsi?
I can't tell you.
Oh man. All right. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching our quick little review of the Precision Planting Reclaim System and the Seed Sense 2020. Check out precisionplanting.com. And yeah, thanks for watching. Great job, Keefe.
All right. Except for choking on myself. I know that's going to make it.
We wasn't even recording.
What?
Yep.
You're kidding me.
Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You're joking?
I'm joking.
I feel say, man, that was perfect.
Kids. All right, me and old Cassidy are now at the Turner pivot, gonna get it fired up. Still keeping these peanuts wet. This is kind of the next to the last field we planted, so peanuts are still needed a little bit more water to fill them on out, and that's what me and old Cassie's about to do. You wanna film it?
Yeah.
Check the oil. What's she looking like? She good? Watch out!
Can you do a time lapse?
A time lapse? Yeah, we could do a time lapse. You are such a good driver. All right, everybody. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching it. Again, make sure you guys check out
Precision.com.
precisionplanting.com. Make sure you guys check out Precision Planting. Make sure you guys check out
Precisionplanting.com.
Perfect. Precisionplanting.com if you're interested in a reclaim system. Seed Sense 2020, you name it, all kind of great stuff. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Jesus loves you guys. Keep it in the field, Rose. See ya. Bye.